One of my biggest fears when planning the tour around Ireland and figuring out the merchandise was that I wouldn't have a good vehicle to sell. But thanks to Shopify, I can use justgoodstuff.ie. I can update the website from my dressing room. With Shopify, it's not just websites like justgoodstuff.ie. They're also the platform behind millions and millions of businesses around the world, from household names to other brands just getting started. Shopify has so many AI tools. They can even enhance your product photography. You can easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling. It's got world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping. It can process returns. It's super, super simple. So basically, turn your big business idea into... with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your €1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.ie. Go to shopify.ie. That's shopify.ie. It's time to see what you can accomplish with Shopify by your side. Michael.
Hello, Mark.
I can't believe this happened. Honestly, Darren Cleary, the head of digital audio at Bauer Media, he's in the wrong job.
He is.
He's genuinely in the wrong job.
He's the phone jacker.
Let's not go too far. Megan's in the right job.
Okay.
But I have never known anybody to be able to be as deadpan, and I don't know how he did it.
I'm honestly still speechless, man.
The cruelty of doing this to you the week you're getting married knows no bounds. But then again, therein lies the genius of a prank. I mean, who else would have the stones?
Get them while they're vulnerable and get them while they're preoccupied.
So, to give people the context, we haven't done some pranks, right? And the reason why is that we were going to do them about 3 weeks ago. And one of the people that I was interested in pranking was, like, as you know, people who have been listening to the show for a long time will know that I've always been sort of suspicious, shall we say, of fortune tellers.
Yes.
And people who, take people's money in order to help them allegedly communicate with the deceased. I just find it...
You're not a fan of mystics?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of mystics because I feel like they, capitalise on the more vulnerable and naive members of society in order to take money. So I just feel like it's unfair. Anyway, we found this mystic in Northern England, all right, who has to remain nameless for a number of reasons that will soon become apparent. But we found this mystic who also happens to be a doomsday believer. Right? And apparently the world is going to end on August the 31st of this year. Right?
Yeah.
So that was like a rag to a Red Bull for me insofar as pranks. So we got this mystic and doomsday believer on the phone. And the idea was initially not to do we were going to do a bit of a prank, but then the conversation just meandered and I was having fun with it. Long story short, we were getting into the whole, so the world is going to end on August 31st. Why is that? Oh, because there's a spirit that's going to take it, blah, blah, all the usual shit. Anyway, so we're halfway through the interview. And then I said, oh, listen, we take a break there. And she was like, grand. I was like, actually, we're thinking of doing a part 2 of this. Would you be up? We're thinking of going to England. She was like, that's, yeah. And I was like, would you be free on September the 12th? And she was like, yeah, sounds good. So just I obviously just erupted because I was like, I thought the fucking world was going to end. Have you got any holidays booked? Yeah, I'm off to Tenerife in November. Then you're a fucking spoofer. Anytime you meet a doomsday merchant, ask them how long their phone contract's for. Do you know what I mean? Tell them to sever their I don't know. So I just went to town laughing, and I just thought this was the funniest thing.
You lost your shit.
A doomsday merchant scheduling in interviews 2 weeks after they're supposed to be, we're all supposed to be dead, is just hilarious to me. Like, why do you have anything? Let me check my diary. Don't. You're dead. It's over. We're all finished. Do you know what I mean? You've just proved everything that we've discussed wrong. Anyway, we had this fucking laugh. She hung up. she got really thick with me basically once she realised, she obviously didn't see this coming, but once she realised that this was like, we were taking the piss, all hell broke loose. She hung up, thought that was going to be the end of it. I then started getting a barrage of DMs, and the DMs were not good, and they were like, if you fucking publish this anyway, blah, 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 blah. So that was that. Mm-hmm. We all went out our way. I had a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
Forgot about it. We're like, you know what? We'll ease up on the pranks for a couple of weeks. Whatever.
Yeah.
Then, our beloved Mystery Mick decided to upload an episode of the weekly roast. Was it the week before you were last week you were leaving, right?
Yeah.
But in the text, so you know where there's text beneath the episode, her business name was just included. Unrelated. It was literally like, oh, this week we're talking about whatever it was, last minute wedding disasters. And then just at the bottom of it in the text, there was just like blank, her name. It was only up for about 24 hours before I noticed it and I edited it out. Mm-hmm. But who else noticed it? She's fucking savvy out. Our friend in Northern England. And next thing you know, she decided to go above my head and above Michael's head and contact the powers that be. So all of a sudden, Bauer Media were getting emails and threats and all the rest. And that's where Darren comes in.
I'm sick, man.
So Michael, give us your side of it then.
Well, look, obviously,
you're getting prepped for your wedding.
I'm getting prepped for my wedding. I also think it's worth mentioning the podcast has become a very big part of my life.
Yeah.
And, as I'm exploring like this as a full-time job, and I'm trying to
Well, as your best man said in his best man speech, Michael has sold out shows in the Ambassador Theatre, the Olympia Theatre. Darren was just like, I'm joking, she wasn't, I'm joking.
You were.
And yeah. Go on.
I heard something slam on a table.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
No, but like, let's be honest. This is all very new to me. I'm trying to make this part of my life.
Yeah,
it's something I'm very passionate about, and it's
gone from the year and a half that year and 2 months that you've been on the show. It's grown exponentially.
Yes,
and it has gone from like a weekly podcast to sellout shows, the Olympia, national tours, all the rest. So like, it's going very, very quickly. And obviously your own Instagram and your own career in that sense is exploding. So it's a really exciting time.
But it's terrifying when you make a mistake.
Yes.
And I would also find that, like, particularly if it's in a job that, I'm not saying I don't care about, but if it's in a job that is just clock in, clock out, you're not as invested. The podcast and the delivery of our, world, your world that I play a part in, it's very important to me. So any mistake or something that goes wrong, it hurts me.
And also, by the way, let's be completely transparent. You are like, you're a lovely guy that doesn't want to upset people. Like, you care about your work. You care about the things that you do. You put all of yourself into it. Like, that's why we obviously have friends for however long, but also just working wise, it goes so well because I know how much you care. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All that shit aside.
So I get the phone call.
So Darren knew. Anyway, the issue, by the way, was solved. Like, there wasn't a problem. An apology was like, I'm sorry that your name was included at the edge of the thing. Whatever. It's grand. Do you know what I mean? And she was fine. She was like, yeah, grand, no problem. She had actually worried. She had panicked and basically thought when she saw the name that she thought that her call was going to be included, which of course it wasn't. Blah, blah, blah. All was well. She goes off happy. See you on August 31st. Good luck. And that's when Darren, being Darren, decides, you know what? Maybe I'll give Michael a call. And my friends, this is when we hand it over to... we're going to have to put it in. We'll just drop you in about 2 minutes in because there's obviously some commercially sensitive information that's spoken about in the first couple of minutes. But really, like this, by the way, this isn't as funny as my one, because my one I'm like, right, well, we need to do this and I need to do that. You're just like, I'm sorry, if you need to fire someone, you can fire me. It's so sad.
But like... I don't even think there's much point in a preface because it's just I was dying.
You were dying of death. You can actually hear the world's collapsing in your voice. It's horrific. And I take, by the way, obviously an enormous amount of pleasure. No, I'm joking, but I take no amount. It's actually an unpleasant listen.
what I would say is Darren after the fact was incredibly nice. So just
Oh yeah. Because by the way, to people who do not know Darren Cleary, they'll be like, "Hold on, is this guy like a sociopath?" The answer is no. He is just like, I've never known somebody to deliver something in. I would his ability to be stone faced is astonishing, and he's the person I have to negotiate my contracts with, which is working against him because now I know his ability to act.
But I don't know if you've ever gotten this. The fact I was driving as well, my mind was racing. Like, do you know if you're sitting down and you can kind of give yourself everything? Like,
yeah.
The whole thing. I'm not saying I would have copped it, but
your brain goes into threat mode and you're trying to solve the problem.
God.
It's terrifying. Yeah. Right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the what do we call this one? The afternoon delight or the morning the morning. The special, what's a little foodie related? 11s? 11s isn't bad. Do you remember 11s?
No.
Did you not have 11s growing up?
11s? Like a little break.
You basically just have a treat at 11 because it's 11. Okay. And a 1, 2, 3, Aniva, let's go. How's it going, guys? Anybody out there who has ever set up a small business or a business on the side or their own company will be aware of how all of a sudden overnight you have to wear basically like 1,000 different hats. Whenever I launched justgoodstuff.ie earlier in the year to sell all my merchandise, it was honestly so unbelievably liberating to discover Shopify and to realize that I was actually capable of running and developing my business further myself. With Shopify, it's not just websites like justgoodstuff.ie. They're also the platform behind millions and millions of businesses around the world, from household names to other brands just getting started. Shopify has so many AI tools. They can even enhance your product photography. You can easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling. It's got world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping. It can process returns. It's super, super simple. So basically, turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your €1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.ie. Go to shopify.ie. That's shopify.ie. It's time to see what you can accomplish with Shopify by your side.
The days are longer, the calendar is filling up, and I want to feel as good as this beautiful summer weather. That's why I've been loving Groons. It's one daily pack of gummies that covers my greens, vitamins, minerals, and even has 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, so I don't need to juggle a complicated wellness routine on top of everything else. They taste amazing, they're easy to toss in my bag on the go, plus they're vegan, gluten-free, and HSA and FSA, eligible for reimbursement. Save up to 52% off with code PODCAST at Groons.co. That's code PODCAST at GRUNS.co.
Someone, Michael, has to fucking pay the piper here because, like, I know it might seem like a minor thing, but the fucking Death Star was brought down by a dodgy plumbing hole. Like, a minor thing can escalate into a big thing really fucking quickly.
No, look, as the producer, I'm absolutely willing to say, like, I didn't have a conversation with Mark by consent, and that is 100% my fault and my responsibility. I'm not for a second passing the buck on that whatsoever. That is 100% on me.
So what's the fucking reconciliation? What's the fix here? Because this is completely banged to rights. We have no defence here.
I'm obviously happy to contact myself and say that I took data from and put that in Mark's hands. I'm 100% happy to take accountability on that. And if I can make any personal, apology or recompense him, I have no issue doing that. But I'd be more than happy to do that.
Yeah, there's a contractual issue as well here around obviously disrepute and bringing the company into disrepute.
On the fact that I'm a freelance podcaster, is there any
No, of course not. Ignorance is not a fucking legally defensible position. I didn't know I shouldn't have done something
No. What I'm more saying is to take the liability off GoLoud. Can I, as a freelance, stand over myself separate to GoLoud?
Yeah, but if there's no consequence for the action, I'm not sure what the difference is. What would the consequence be?
I more mean if a report was submitted to the data protection officer, would I be able to stand over as a freelance producer rather than GoLoud having answers?
Perhaps, but they'd still ask for what was done in mitigation. We can say in mitigation we put new structures in place, but it'd probably need a resignation to have any kind of strength. The big takeaway, Michael, is if you're going to be doing shit like this, you have to actually say at some stage, during or after, this is a prank, I am recording you.
Okay.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
No, I'm with you entirely. I'm just genuinely trying to process it.
But do you hear me what I'm saying? If you're doing stuff like this, you say, this is a prank, I am recording you, this will be published.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, going forward, that's an absolute, there's no question of that. In terms of this scenario, is there anything I can personally do to rectify it or respond to the individual?
Short of building a fucking time machine, I really doubt it.
Well, look, I can offer, obviously, if a resignation is required to say we've removed that individual, it was his mistake, I would obviously be devastated, but if that's what it has to take.
But Michael, I just don't think you're hearing me when I say you have to tell people, this is a prank, I am recording you, this will be published.
Darren, fucking Cleary.
Are you following me now?
Are you joking me? Are you joking me? Oh my God, are you joking me?
Hello, Michael. It's okay. Calm down.
Darren!
Calm down.
Darren!
Don't crash the car. I mean,
I was about to spin it off the road. That's not, oh, Darren.
The days are longer, the calendar is filling up, and I want to feel as good as this beautiful summer weather. That's why I've been loving Groons. It's one daily pack of gummies that covers my greens, vitamins, minerals, and even has 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, so I don't need to juggle a complicated wellness routine on top of everything else. They taste amazing, they're easy to toss in my bag on the go, plus they're vegan, gluten-free, and HSA and FSA, eligible for reimbursement. Save up to 52% off with code PODCAST at Groons.co. That's code PODCAST at GRUNS.co.